those little green things.
Hey tribe, it's me Kiki T and I'm back for another video with you ladies. Today is my first video recording after the break that I took for second quarter. Just trying to get my life together, which I'm glad I took the break. It was not less stressful, but it was just one less thing to think about. Trying to make videos and keep you all encouraged when I'm not even really capable of encouraging myself. So that's why I really took the break. But I'm glad I took the break. I'm always glad I took the break. We lost a couple of subscribers, so RIP to the two that left. But also at the same time, I feel like every time it's possible that when people come to my channel, I'm on a break. So hopefully we get some new subscribers now that I'm back. And just a little bit of a life update. The job that I was super excited for, and I was like, thank God, it didn't end up being the job that God had for me. They let me go, and I had already moved out of I moved out of where I was living, and then I ended up, because they let me go, I ended up having to go into a homeless shelter. So we were only there for a couple of weeks, but it was like a month. I was homeless for like a month, and that was stressful. When my dad found out I was homeless, we agreed that I could move into his trailer. So I did that. It was safer than being in the shelter. The shelter was like bunk bed things, and that's where I was like, you know what? Let me take a break, because Tribe is going to be wondering what's going on, or like, I don't know if you guys would wonder, but I knew that I would have to answer like questions about what's going on, and why I couldn't stay consistent the way that I had gotten on track with you all. So yeah, that's pretty much an update of what's been going on. But we're safe again, and we have like a little bit of room, a little bit of space. While I was on my break also, I ended up getting hired for a new position, glory be to God. And I started that, and I've been working that. And it's good. I'm grateful. I've been through a lot of struggle, but at the end of the day, like, I know that God is going to use it all for his glory anyway. So even though it's hard and sometimes I cry, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I didn't see the point in trying to like keep you all motivated when I could barely keep myself motivated. Like, I was breaking down on the inside, you know. So that's where I am. This is my first video. This is the first video that I'm recording, like coming out of my break. And I hope we can get some more subscribers. I hope we can continue to grow together. That I can continue to encourage you and motivate you all to just keep going. Like, hard times don't last always, right? So just keep going and keep doing your best to obey what God is telling you to do. Keep pushing forward, keep your eyes focused, put your blinders on if you have to, and keep pushing. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hey tribe, it's me Kiki T and I'm back for another video with you ladies. So today I wanted to go ahead and record this video just so I could have it recorded of what's going on, and I don't have to like backtrack in my memory to like tell you all what's been happening. But I know that I'm not going to post this video in real time because I just don't want to deal with like the commentary of the people that I know finding out about what I'm about to tell you. So, recording this in faith and just believing that God is going to make a way when there seems to be no way. So, I started working in a school district, and I haven't worked in over a year, definitely in over 6 months. Like I was going through a temp agency for a while, and I had jobs here and there, but I didn't stay at any of them. So I've been unemployed for basically since I moved back to California. And it's just like every time I get a job, it doesn't end up working out because I'm the only one that can take care of my daughter. So I have to pick her up and drop her off from school, or before she was in school, I was taking her to daycare so I could like look for a job and I would have time to look for a job. But it keeps not working out. And I really don't understand why it doesn't keep working out. I feel cursed, just to be completely honest. But I ended up getting hired for a school district. I worked for like 2 weeks, and then summer came, and then I got hired on for summer school. Actually, I worked for like a week, and then summer came, and so I worked for like 2 weeks in summer school. And then I was supposed to, so what would have happened would have been that my daughter got accepted, her transfer into the district that I was working for got accepted, and she would have been going to the school that I was working at. But that didn't happen. What happened? They ended up denying the transfer, and so I had to take her to a different school. While I was employed there, this feels so dramatic, but while I was employed there, I ended up applying for my own place again, and I got approved. And at this point, I haven't moved in yet, but I've already signed a lease. I had applied for a third party to pay the first month's rent and deposit. And so that's why I haven't been able to move in yet. And then, like, probably a week before school was supposed to start, I followed up with the district that I was working for, and I asked them, like, I haven't heard anything, like, what do I do about my assignment? And so they told me to call the school the location that I was working at. The lady tells me that she's actually denied my daughter's transfer, because the school is full and I didn't have any proof of being able to work on minimum days. So she denied the transfer. She said that if any openings came, that she would have her secretary or her assistant, whatever, call me. They never called me. So I was like, God, what do you want me to do? Like, I don't know what to do, because I tried like to find before and after care to pick her up, or so that I can drop her off, so they can drop her off to school and pick her up from school. That didn't work out. So it was just like doors were closed on the whole situation. So I asked God, what do you want me to do? I waited a little bit, maybe like a day, and then like a notification came up on my phone where it's like a news post came up where at the district that I was working at, people were holding up signs that said resign, and I guess they were talking about a book or something in the article. I'm not really sure, but it was the exact district that I was working at, which I found interesting because the signs that they were holding up literally said resign. I even Googled it, like Googled the word resign to see if that was actually what that word was saying. And so I did end up resigning the next day, and now my name is on a lease that I don't know how I'm going to be able to pay for it month to month. And on top of that, the third party that I'm going through said that they can't pay, like their policies changed and they're not going to pay my first month's rent, so they're just going to pay the deposit, which that's helpful, but I need to figure out like where I'm going to come up with first month's rent and then the next month's rent. So I'm trusting and believing that God has like sent me to this place where I got my rental at. I don't believe that he would allow me to be approved if this isn't where he wanted me to be. And on top of that, the city that I'm in, it's like when I came here to visit, it was like deja vu. It was like I had been here before, and there was just a lot of peace. And I still have a lot of peace about like God providing for me. I'm not very anxious about how it's gonna happen, which is abnormal because I'm usually kind of an anxious person in general. So it's nice that I'm not like shaking about what's gonna happen next. And I've also noticed that this is like the third time that this has happened, where I get into a place, or I haven't even gotten into this place this time, but like I've been approved for it. Like this is like the third time. The first time I left when I was in Georgia because I was tired and I felt like I couldn't do it. The second time was in Austin, where the job that I had transferred, they didn't end up having any work positions for me to get any hours. And this is like the third time. Like I've had to let go of a position that I had. And then now I don't know like how I'm gonna pay my rent or my bills. So I'm waiting to see what God's gonna do. I saw a sticker on a truck that said expect a miracle, and it's just like I'm not really worried about it, but at the same time it's like what do I need to be doing to make sure that I'm able to pay, like that I'm able to first and foremost have somewhere for me and my daughter to live again, and second of all like be able to maintain my part of the agreement on the lease. So yeah, I'll keep y'all updated. I'll probably put all the pieces together once it all comes together. And also, I've just been getting confirmation after confirmation from different videos about me needing to move, like ASAP. So I know that God has me, and I know that I'm moving in the way that He wants me to move. It's just a matter of Him providing at this point. So I'll keep y'all updated. Hopefully this encourages you if you're going through something similar. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hey tribe, so I wanted to come and make the next clip of this little experience that I'm going through. That actually, I feel like a lot of people are going through what I'm going through, just for different reasons. But I wanted to say, I've noticed that every time I get on the phone and talk with someone, they're asking me if I'm still working, or if I'm working, or if I still have my job. And I feel like it's like been every single person that I've talked to. And I just don't feel like it's a coincidence. I don't. But what I will say is that what seems to not be working out for me And what seems to be like a downfall or like a delay, I know for a fact, and I know in my spirit that God is working all things for my good, and that this seems like a bad thing, but He's really gonna do something bigger and better. So that's all I wanted to say for this part. I will continue to keep y'all updated and just continue to share my testimony, because that's how we overcome. We overcome by the power of our testimonies. So that's the only reason I'm sharing. Okay. So in a clip that I mentioned before this one, I told you all that I got approved for a place, and I was using a third party to pay for the first month's rent and deposit, and the third party changed their policies to where they cannot pay for the first month's rent and they can only pay for the deposit. So I'm like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna get the money. I started counting how much money I had saved up and how much money I had in my wallet, and all of the money. Oh, look, a roadrunner. Anyway, so I started counting all of my money that I had saved. I hadn't paid my tithes. I had just been saving my tithes and putting it to the side. So I pulled that out and started counting that. And then also I'm getting a check from summer school, or I got a check from summer school. So I was waiting on that. I didn't know how much the check was going to be, but I was waiting on that check as well. And so now I have enough for the first month's rent, and I'm going to go through the third party for the deposit, and I have enough money to like set up all of my bills and stuff. So I just wanted to say God is good. I don't know how I'm going to pay next month's rent, but next month, how the property management works is that they charge a full month's rent first, and then they prorate the second month's rent. So I'm moving in at the end of the month. I didn't plan my move in for the beginning of the month because I was waiting on the third party to like start processing my application basically. So I didn't plan to move in on the 1st, even though I really wanted to. But I'm going to go ahead and pay the first month's rent like payment, and maybe they'll let me move my move-in date up. I'm kind of hoping they let me move my move-in date up so I can like have my daughter's own room before her birthday. So if they do let me move my move-in date up, I'll come back and testify about that as well. But I just wanted to share with you all that God is faithful, and when it looks like you don't have what you need, He's always going to provide for you what you need, if He's called you to where you are at or where you're going. So just stay in obedience and keep looking for the miracle, because I literally have enough money to pay for my first month and start my bills, and I might have some left over for I might have some money left over for next month's rent. But my daughter's birthday is coming up, so I plan on spending a little bit of money too. And on top of that, I also let you all know that I had to I had to resign from my job, and I've gotten 2 other opportunities to interview and move forward with a couple of applications that I've put in. So don't give up. It's not time to stop. Keep pushing. I know like you've been pushing for a long time. If you can relate to me, you've been trying for a long time, and it's looking like things aren't changing. But I promise you, if you're staying faithful and you're continuing to pray through your situation, and you're continuing to put your faith to work and put your feet on the ground, and work to the best of your ability and maximize your capacity. If you're maximizing your capacity, then let God do his part. Keep doing your part and let God do his part. I'll see y'all in the next clip and in the next update. Hey tribe, it's me, Kiki T, and I'm back. I took a walk. I stopped worrying. I literally had to force it out of my hands to stop worrying. Not literally, but figuratively, I guess. Yeah, I just surrendered my life over while I'm taking this time to just take this walk. I don't want to be taking the walk. That's the problem. That's my whole problem right there. I don't want to be taking a walk. I want to be making money so I can provide for myself. And God's like, you don't even know how to provide for yourself. I literally, oh my gosh, I had the realization that I can't provide for myself. And then God's like, so you worry? I'm like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It was my first response, I guess. Even though I've been really trying to keep my faith and just continue to believe what he spoke to me. The good things, he's blessed me. He's spoken good things over my life. And I forgot my chopstick in the car. Don't say nothing. But I wasn't gonna make it too long of a walk, so I was like, just leave everything. I'm so frustrated. And I just pray that I get over it, because the stress and the worry that I'm putting myself through, really, the stress and the worry that I'm choosing emotionally is causing delay. I feel like it's causing delay. And still I rise, I don't know. I'm gonna continue my walk, but that's a pretty cool tree, the way it's peeling off. I wonder if people did that or if it's just doing that. Looks like art. All right, so update. I told you all that I was able to pay the first month's rent because the property company, they ask for a full month's rent, and then they prorate the second month's rent. And so I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to pay the second month's rent and turn on all of the utilities, which I only have to pay for one deposit for the utilities out of pocket. And so I've been trying to figure out where I'm going to get the money from. And I got my last check from the school district that I was working for that covers my prorated rent. And then I'm going to get my welfare check. And then my brother gave me $100 just because I guess he felt led to. I guess I don't know. I wasn't expecting anything, but he gave me $100, so I was grateful for. I was grateful for that, because I was asking God, just let somebody give it to me. But it's $100 that I really needed for the utility. So I'm super grateful for that. And then on top of that, I've been door dashing because I don't want to just be sitting idle and waiting for a handout. So I've been I've been doing all that I can, which I've been making a fair amount of money door dashing, and just running orders. It's a little bit more than what I need to maintain what I'm doing right now. So I'm just waiting for the approval letter, which I'm really praying and hoping that they get this, like they get the reward letter to the property management ASAP insurance company, and they were like, they didn't see any problem with the approval, like with approving it. I was just waiting. He said that he had to send it to the doctor, and then the doctor's gonna send, like once the doctor is done with whatever they do, then they're gonna send it back to the third party that's gonna pay for the deposit. So I'm waiting for my case manager to reach back out to me. Hopefully she does that before the weekend, but I haven't gotten anything from her. And also I have an interview scheduled for next Friday, so I'm praying that this is my position and that I can start working back again sooner than later. So once again, I have more than what I need for this next round of payments. I'm just so grateful to God. I opened my bank account and I was like, thank you, Jesus. Because I didn't know if I was going to get anything for a last check, because I didn't work at all once the schools, like once the semester started, or once the year started. I wasn't able to go in at all because I had to take my daughter to a different school, a completely different district. And I've been lying to my family this whole time about it, because I just don't want to get any backlash, and I don't want to have any more warfare than I've already been experiencing. So, but the more that I've kept my mouth shut, the more that I've like been able to think clearly, and I've been able to like figure out what my next step is going to be. And the more that I've removed myself and just kept to myself, like kept all of this to myself, aside from me recording these videos, which I'm not going to release until I feel like I'm in a good position to release it, until everything's solidified, I guess, because I don't want anything in the way. I don't want any jealousy. I don't want any like negative thoughts. I don't want any negative comments coming towards me that's going to delay me from like prospering and progressing. I don't have the energy for it. My faith is very dependent on me keeping my thoughts positive right now, and just I can't take it. I can't take it. So I'm keeping to myself. I'm keeping quiet, and it's working. So glory to God. I'm so grateful. So grateful. Super excited. Ready to move in. The wind messed up this clip, and I'm just now realizing when I'm editing the video. But basically what I was saying is that the third party that I was going to have pay my first month's rent, or the deposit, they weren't able to pay the deposit, and they weren't able to pay the first month's rent either. They denied my application, basically. I also basically mentioned that the whole process of me waiting for the third party to do it ended up taking 2 months for them to deny me. Here I mentioned how it's just better for myself and for my family, me and my daughter, when I stay on my own. And I continue to pour out my heart for what seemed like about 20 minutes. So maybe it's a good thing that the audio was messed up. I just realized that when I moved into my first apartment, it was September. It was in September. And that was 2019. My first apartment that I ever got by myself was September 2019. When I moved into my second apartment, after my first apartment, I moved back home because I got pregnant and I didn't want to be in a city by myself, and I didn't know what I was going to do finally through like a cycle. I think I finally have broken the cycle because there's no way that they're gonna have to rip me out of this place to get me to. I've been through hell in high water trying to get into this new rental, and I'm tired. I'm stressed. Not as stressed as I could be. My anxiety is not up, which I'm glorifying God for. Like I've already done. Because my anxiety does go up, but I've had so much peace about this. Even when like I didn't know how it was gonna work out. It's never been like stress to where I can't like think. It's always been a sense of peace. The area is really nice. The people are really nice. So I'm hoping and I'm excited to settle into this place. And I just realized that it's been in September almost every single time. So I pray that whatever has been holding me in this cycle, keeping me in this loop, I pray that it's broken right now in the name of Jesus, and that I can move forward and on to the next thing. Anyway, I can't get the camera to angle it any better. I have to get a little stand. Hopefully that little section one. As you can see, I'm in the hottest part of the desert, and I'm grateful. So let me wash my hands. Dry them off. Okay. Seasonings. I have to probably get more. I don't have any time. Got some onion. We're already putting onion in there. Put it in there anyway. Cream of tartar. White pepper. It's good for tofu eggs. Found some onion, minced onion. I'm gonna mince some fresh onion. Nutmeg. Hold on. Okay, so this beef stew is gonna have to be flavored. Oh, I know why. I need my beef stew packet. I found garlic. It's not good garlic, but it's garlic. Garlic powder. And then, oh, this is Sloppy Joe's. Okay, I found the beef stew. McCormick sponsored me. I know my hair's not combed, but I don't mind that. Okay, so I found some parsley. You know what? We're just gonna make this a video where my face is not really in it all that much. Hope you're okay with that. But instead of doing a voiceover, I'm just talking right now, so I don't have to edit too much. Parsley, dried parsley. I don't have a lot of fresh vegetables, just celery, onion, and then I found this bouillon that I bought. We'll put some of that in there because that makes it taste good. And it's easy. And I'll probably put most of this away. Put the onion away. Definitely need the garlic. Oh, carrots, potatoes, onion, celery. Do I need the celery? Well, it's the only green vegetable that I have. I'll just put one stalk in there.
You didn't get celery.
I did get celery. Come tell the people what this is. I got Charlie some colorful
Noms.
Om noms. They look like Easter eggs.
Easter eggs. Easter eggs are chocolate.
Yeah, sure, you can have some almonds. They're good for you.
Yeah.
Are they? I feel like they're yogurt. I don't know.
I feel like they are.
Okay. And then of course I'm gonna put some, I found basil, parsley, oregano. You know I always love to keep me some oregano, so I found both of the oreganos. I need to refill this one. I'm out of time, fresh out of time. I'll do this off camera. Let's get the food started. It's like 4 o'clock, it's 3:40. And I have to go make sure the laundry is not blowing in the wind. Oh. Actually, I have to go put the last load of laundry outside, so y'all have to wait because the sun's gonna go down. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I forgot to record washing the laundry with you all. Maybe next time. Just trying to get it all done. Excuse you. Okay. I need to wash these. This is a hot mess express. Maybe, I wonder how hot it is outside. It feels like 119 degrees. I don't know. What I do know is I do not like the summer. Period. Can't wait for the fall. But the star of the show is McCormick. For real. What are you doing, Sarai? And what? For what? For what? For what? You need cold drink? And then I went to Stater Brothers and got the beef. I feel like I can only ever find it at Stater Brothers. Beef stew, what you gonna do?
Voila.
I won't be cooking crack. Just to clarify. I like Nikki, I'm not Nikki.
You can wash your face with this. It's gonna be so cool. Give me.
Alright.
Mommy.
But I can cook a mean beef stew. What?
I want to help with your meat.
You want to help? You can't help me cut the stuff. So,
Can
you
I?
can help with...
Putting the stuff in?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, nothing will happen. Yeah.
There.
I won't get. I'll be careful, I think.
I'll do the seasonings. You can put the, wash your hands. Get some soap.
I'm going to make you cry.
Yeah. You
Are
want me
you
to do it or are you
crying?
going to do it?
Take one by one carefully, because I don't want to cry.
And then just wash your hands off with the sponge. It's in the dishes.
No, cry.
Put a layer of carrots.
In there.
I wish we had some parsley.
I wish we had a cookinator so we could just sit down and relax.
Wash it with the sponge I said.
Where's the sponge?
Okay, not with all the soap. Just rinse off. Just wipe the onion off of your fingers. You take forever.
I take forever. Yep, it's true.
Here, put these in here. You put these in there.
Okay. Beef stew is a good idea. Guess what? Maybe.
Hopefully this doesn't take until, like, should take until like 6
we
o'clock.
can put chicken in there.
We're putting beef in there, but it's plant-based beef.
I love carrots.
Because I don't eat beef.
I don't eat beef.
Eat chicken.
Beef chicken!
Eat chicken.
Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. I don't really love potatoes, but potatoes are good. That's seasoning smell.
I'm just gonna put, oh yeah, I put
That's
2
me.
bags of carrots instead of 1 because,
1 gallon?
stop, we'll save these for breakfast. It's
Okay.
getting too many.
Okay. I'll put the carrots in.
Okay,
Pour.
oregano so we can stay healthy, not be sick.
I wanted to do that part.
That's good for you.
Oh, can I do that
And
part?
put this in.
Can I do?
No. Oops.
Mommy sneeze.
Don't put your fingers in, I'm sorry.
Can I do that part now?
I'm not gonna put basil in it, but I will put parsley.
Can I do parsley too?
We're not gonna put the celery in, I think. Maybe I might be able to fit one in there. I just don't want it to be. The picture doesn't have any celery on there. We won't put it. The pot's getting full.
Our soup is gonna be so nummy. It's gonna be like we're gonna be.
While she's doing the parsley, I'm gonna put these potatoes in a bag for breakfast.
Parsley.
She doesn't eat a lot of breakfast. Neither do I. It's probably because I don't. This will get us through both of you. I'll take it to lunch. No, that doesn't mean put the thing in the bowl. Get the parsley out, but don't put the plastic in the bowl. That's not what that's not, no. No.
Nummy parsley. Ooh, nummy carrot. It's empty, It's empty, so bye. I'm just kidding. And when we get our stuff.
I don't need to put the bouillon in there either because I put a lot of seasoning. So the water's already colored with seasoning. Deliciousness.
Delicious seasoning.
Delicioso.
Delicioso. Delicioso.
I put it on high so it takes like 3 hours max. Now this goes back in the storage. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator just because the cabinets are kind of small.
I can say goodbye.
And put this back in here. Okay, I'm gonna try Chloe's snack for the week. She wanted grapes, so gotta wash them. Okay, so I'm gonna wash it with apple cider vinegar instead of white vinegar because I kind of want to save my white vinegar for canning. Like I want to finally learn how to can. And I was also going to make cornbread, but I don't want to use brown sugar because it makes the cornbread gritty to me because it doesn't melt down very well. So, what is vegan sugar? And are we eating bugs? Okay, I have to plug the crock pot in over there because I don't know that this plug works, but I'm about to try it out. Come with me. I figured I better start recording instead of. I moved into my new place. Finally, we're not homeless anymore. Woo! No, it doesn't work. Finally got the move into our new place after going through, I don't know, all of the tests and struggles that it took to get into here, but we're finally in. So I'm grateful, and I'm just like unpacking. So I figured I'd bring y'all with me. I figured I better start recording, and I can't like hold it into myself forever because all you ladies are gonna be wondering where I'm at because I've already been gone for like a whole week at the time of me recording this video. But yeah, that's kind of the point anyway, like for my lifestyle channel, to like show you all how life progresses. So I am standing in the blessing. And I'm taking it all in. I'm taking my time to enjoy it and figure out how we're gonna put it all together, you know, make it into a home.